Okay, so the first thing you're going to need to make this face masks, these are the items you're going to need. So the first thing I'm going to be working with is an Ankara fabric. You're definitely going to need a measurement tape. You'll need a scissors. You also need a band, like a tiny rubber band. You'll need a bias, and also you'll need to line the fabric. So when we're done, we'll have something that looks like this, a pattern that looks like this. This is what we want to achieve. So making a face mask, a customized Ankara face mask, you'll need all these items. If you have a pin or if you have a cherk, you can also work with that as well. So we'll start right now. I'll start by cutting out the pattern we need. So the first thing I'll do is, with my pattern paper, I'm going to mark out 7 inches from this edge to the other edge of my pattern, just the lower section of the pattern. So I have that now. The width is 7 inches, okay? 7 inches width. Now our length, the length is 7.7 inches. That's from here up to there, 7.7 inches. And so I have my 7.7 inches, which is the length from here up to there, 7.7 inches. 0.7 inches. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is that we're going to bring out 2 inches at this section, 2 inches at this section, and 3 inches at this section. 2 inches at this section and 3 inches at this section of your pattern. Okay, so I've just drawn a line all through down and another line over there. That's my son's voice you're hearing. Please don't pay attention to him. So the next thing you're going to do is your 2 inches, which is over here, which is my 2 inches. 2 inches over here, and then from this point to this section you have 3 inches. So from this arrow, from this section over here, I'm going to go down to 1.5 inches. So like so, 1.5 inches from that point all through down, 1.5 inches. So now I'm going to connect this to my 3 inches. Just from that point that 2 inches ended, I'm going to do a line and then just connect it like so. Did we see that? Just that. We're going to do that. And then from this down part, I'm going to do 1.5 inches as well, and then connect this one all through down. So I'll do that right now. So I've just connected it underneath. As you can see, we're arriving to this pattern gradually. We're arriving to it gradually. So the next thing you're going to do is that you're going to measure 3 inches deepness and then 3 inches wideness. So we'll start with the wideness, 3 inches on this section of the pattern. From here all through down to this section, 3.5 inches. 3.5 inches. So that's our 3.5 inches. 3.5 inches. So from this point, I'm going to connect it to this 3.5 inches, like so. Okay, touching there. And then from this section downwards is going to be 3 inches. So from this section all through down here is 3 inches. 3 inches. I'm going to connect this to this 3 inches right now, like so. Freehand sketch, like so. So the next thing I'm going to do is to come down to the edge, and then from this section all through here I'm going to measure out 4 inches, and then the deepness is going to be 1.5. so I'm going to do that now. So I have my 4. So from this point to this other section is 4.2. That's what I did, 4.2 inches. Then over here is 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches, and over here is 1.2 inches. Okay, so now we're going to connect it in a descending order. Like so. You just freehand connect it in a descending order. This here will ensure that the marks covers up the person's mouth and then all through the cheek. Okay, so that there is no space in the marks, in the face marks. Meanwhile, this over here will ensure that your nose is well covered, and this space over here is going to ensure that your eyes is not covered. And this over here, this here, is going to give you some breathing air to ensure that you can breathe properly, creating some space to ensure that you can breathe properly. So now I'm going to cut out the pattern of this face masks. I hope you learned how to do this. You can do this at home. It's very easy to cut. I'm going to cut it out right now and show you the end results. So guys, this is what I have after cutting out the pattern, and we are here. Very beautiful pattern for a face mask. So now in my next video I'm going to show you how I placed it on the fabric and how I actually sewed the face mask. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe to my channel, and I pray that God will keep us all safe. Amen.